What's up, guys? Let's talk about All Hallows Eve, which I wanted to watch for a while after I watched Terrifier, which I love Terrifier. I thought Terrifier was a great throwback to 80s slashers, and that it was really, really fun and really entertaining. And Art the Clown is one of the coolest, newest, like, iconic killers in terms of the horror community. Like, he is truly a great looking character, and he is creepy and deceitful, and I love this character. So I wanted to watch All Hallows Eve, which also starred Art the Clown. But then watching this movie, he's a different actor. It's not David Howard Thornton in this. And this actor is fine. Like, he's totally fine. He's creepy in this movie, but he doesn't have as much time in the movie to have as much range as David Howard Thornton does. Where, like, in the Terrifier movie, Art the Clown is front and center. This one is an anthology movie with different stories while these kids and their babysitter watch this tape where all this creepy stuff happens, all involving Art the Clown. But he's not the focus. Like, he's in the movie, but he's not as much on screen. And I want to say, like, in terms of entertainment value, this one just, I don't know, like, this one I was just really mixed on. Like, I kind of sat there like, okay, some of these are fine, some of these little stories are fine, but for the most part, they're not really memorable to me. Like, I felt like this was just kind of forgettable. I don't know, like, all these little side stories on the VHS tape that they watch, like, there's not any that to me stand out or any that are big, like, oh shit, like, I love that. Like, no, it felt like this, it really had a lot of forgettable little stories, which are average, like, horror stories throughout, but they're just kind of forgettable. They're not very, they didn't ever stand out to me. And I've seen a lot better horror anthologies, and this isn't even a bad horror anthology. It's just kind of generic, honestly. Like, they borrow a lot of stuff from other horror things that are done better in other horror things with these little short stories. And I don't want to spoil them because if you haven't seen this, like, I do recommend seeing it. Like, it's not bad at all. I don't think it's a bad movie in any way, shape, or form. I just think it's kind of forgettable. I think that, and it's very low budget in a way where, like, some of the effects, I was just like, oh, that doesn't really work for me. Or, like, some of the acting in it, like, I like the acting from the babysitter and the kids, like, who are watching the VHS tape, but there are some acting on the anthology part, like, the first one, where, like, the girls are chained up, their acting in that, like, really didn't sell me. I was like, that's really bad acting. Like, it was kind of unfortunate. But overall, all these little stories are just kind of, like, I've seen them done better in a lot of other horror movies. Like, they kind of borrow a lot of horror elements from other big horror movies, and it just was kind of forgettable. So yeah, overall, All Hallows Eve was just, like, Art the Clown was a standout. Even though he wasn't the same actor, he was still creepy, but he wasn't in the movie as much, so that took it away from me. And I thought that the anthology stories are fine, but they just are done better in a lot of other movies they kind of borrow from, or horror ideas they borrow from. And so it's just a mixed bag. Like, I think it's got some cool things about it, but I just think it's overall just a little forgettable. Like, it's not bad in any way. It's just kind of like, I'm not going to remember this one that well at all. I'll definitely remember Terrifier, because I thought Terrifier was a very fun slasher. Great slasher. Grossed me out. Got me. I love Terrifier. And this one, I don't know if I'd really want to watch it again quickly, but it's just kind of forgettable. So that's all I could say about All Hallows Eve. Like, it's not one that I really loved, but I know there's people who love it, and that's cool. Like, more power to you, but I just thought it was just kind of forgettable. So tell me down below what you think of All Hallows Eve. See if you can have any different opinions than I can, and thank you guys so much for watching.